NBC has just made Law & Order, Organized Crime's fate even more confusing. Although the network renewed Law & Order and Law & Order, SVU for the fall of 2025, no decision has yet been made about Law & Order, Organized Crime Season 6. This delay is likely due to this procedural having been moved to Peacock for Season 5. NBC decided to put Law & Order, Organized Crime Season 5 on Peacock because the majority of viewers were consuming the content on the streamer. However, the season did not premiere until April, when most scripted shows were close to wrapping up, and the network still has not officially renewed or cancelled the procedural. NBC's fall 2025 schedule includes Law & Order, Organized Crime, although it hasn't been renewed. Season 5 will re-air in the 10 p.m. Eastern Time slot. Although Law & Order, Organized Crime has not been renewed, it is listed on NBC's fall schedule as airing in the 10 p.m. Eastern Time slot after the other two shows in the franchise. This contradicts the previous announcement that the Hunting Party would air in that slot. However, this does not mean that the procedural is renewed. Instead, NBC will air all 10 episodes of Law & Order, Organized Crime Season 5 during the fall before replacing it with the Hunting Party in the spring. It is unclear how NBC and Peacock would proceed with the crime drama if it were to be renewed after this rebroadcast. NBC and Peacock could potentially put new episodes on Peacock every spring and then rerun them on NBC every fall. Conversely, if ratings on NBC are higher than on Peacock, the network could wait until the fall of 2026 to release the new season on network TV alongside the other two Law & Order shows. Why Law & Order, Organized Crime's best chance of succeeding is being on NBC. Although thematically it is better suited for streaming, it can get a bigger audience on NBC. Law & Order, Organized Crime. Christopher Maloney as Elliot Stabler. Image by Milika Georgievic. Law & Order, Organized Crime's transfer to Peacock should have been a strong move for the procedural. It is grittier than the other shows in the franchise and works better as a serialized story than as a formulaic show with a new case each week. However, the writers never took advantage of being on the streamer, and Season 5 felt like a network TV show that was broadcast on Peacock instead of NBC. Additionally, while many viewers watch via Peacock, a substantial share of the audience is on NBC and resents having to pay to access new episodes. Law & Order, Organized Crime would thus do better ratings-wise on NBC. Considering that audiences are used to there being 3 shows on Thursday nights and this procedural isn't taking advantage of looser streaming restrictions, it makes sense to move it back to NBC for Season 6.